Patreon member shout out. Cause I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, flew me to places you never been. Till you put me down, oh, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, flew places to ever been. Now I'm lying on the whole hard ground. Oh, I messed that up. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before we get started, everyone check out at Hey David Don and at King Mavs Forever over on Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the veve app, Kobe Collection OMI Player One over on the YouTube at Raythax at the ETH show main name, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin Cheeks, Beauty Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sony Pop Media, veve Darklink, Meta Lemon, and veve Vibes all on the YouTube. Then you got at Wet Wizard veve and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. There's been so many things to go over today. I have enough footage for, I think, or enough content for, I think, another 2 videos today. I'll do another one after this, but this one, I don't, to be honest, I'm not even sure what I titled this. There's so much. Okay. Oh, so who's holding Owen? So we have Jeremy Pador there, talking about the US dollar. And before I get going, if everyone could smash that like button, that would be super great, super fantastic. It's a free way to help support the channel. A non-free way to help support the channel is by joining Patreon. Leave that thanks button isn't even available right now. It's only available in my older videos. So for the most part, the dollar really only has a lot of purchasing value because it's tied to oil. It's like most of the world does deals in dollars. Like very rarely will you have like, you'll have like Russia and China. They'll do things in the yuan and the ruble. You'll have like stuff going with the Swiss franc, and maybe every now and then you'd have something with like gold and Bitcoin, but I'm going to say no. Say no, but that's going to be so small, be insignificant amount. You have a lot of these things, such as I'm going to go full on conspiracy thing, and I could be completely wrong here, but it just so happens that you have who's that dude that was the leader of Syria? The person that Gaddafi. Gaddafi wanted to have a gold-backed currency that united like a lot of the nations, like in Africa or whatever. Boom, dead. Okay, a little interesting. All right, it seems like a lot of people or a lot of things that want to have want to like replace the dollar or have something that gold back or something. And again, dollar is backed by like promise of the U.S. government. I'm starting to get into hopefully meeting some people that could actually maybe help ease the transition into crypto because we need it. But for the most part, I'm slowly, back in like mid 2000s, total conspiracy theory, anti-government, everything. And I guess that kind of eased up on it when I was in the military a bit. It rose afterwards because as a veteran, they like the VA is so god awful. So like, why would you trust? Like the government is responsible for the DMV and the VA, and you want to give them more of your money? Like the only entity with a complete monopoly on violence that can kill you. Anyway, I'm slowly starting to realize, okay, you actually need a little bit of government to go and make things safe and make things transfer. Again, you want a little bit of decentralization, or you want a little bit of centralization. You need that for regulations because again, people. As much as I love the Wild Wild West, you need that a little bit. But as far as their currency, economic policy, where they're just printing money out of thin air, of course, the value of the dollar is going to go down. In case you can't see the thumbnail, in case you can't see what I'm referencing and what I'm talking about, and go to Jeremy Pador's on the Twitter, and he said about an hour ago, markets go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, up over time, but the US dollar only goes down, 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 down almost every single year with inflation. Study, diversify, and take note that holding cash is an almost certainty of losing purchasing power every year. Cash is not a great store of value. Only times where it does good against things like a lot of stocks or does things like against Bitcoin is when we have deep recessions and people start to hold their money. That people are staking their dollars. That's what's happening. They're holding their money, whether it be in banks, in their mattresses, whatever it is, and that's what they're doing. That's why the dollar is doing so well compared to the rest of the world, which is down like 50%. I'm down whatever. OMI's down like 80% since like January. So those are really the only times when the economy's booming. Again, everyone's spending the dollar. Nobody's staking it. Let's take a look at the people who have. All right, Jeremy Pador, who I imagine has probably. I guarantee you, doesn't just have like $1 billion sitting in the bank. He very well may, but I also am pretty sure he's got property. He invests in a lot of really cool stuff. He's got Pokemon. I mean, he also has. He's like the 4th largest global toy maker in the world, which is heckin' nuts. That he like knows who I am, and so I have to brag a little bit over here. He took a comment on my YouTube video not too long ago, this morning, saying, "Well done, Randy. You really know how to make someone feel acknowledged and appreciated. My bro, you are the glue. Thank you." Oh my God, sorry, love him. Justin, thank you for the super chat saying, "Let's get these OMI doll hairs in." Don't I say doll hairs a lot instead of dollars? But I guarantee you, Jeremy Padauer, who again invests in a lot of alternative assets, invests in collectibles, invests in first edition Harry Potter stuff. Again, I meant as Pokemon cards. Also has a lot of OMI, and to my knowledge, has never sold his OMI. So, when you're in 2018, you're buying stuff at 4 zeros. You're buying that OMI, and if he says he hasn't sold, which again I believe him, it's a lot. He's bound to hold a lot. And he knows, he's old enough to know that in these types of bear markets, in these types of crypto winters and recessions, you hodl the good stuff. If you have anything you're questioning that might be not good, yeah, sure, get rid of it. But for the most part, that's I also had I've mentioned him before. The guy that took me out to dinner last month, and we talk now a lot, and I have a group chat with a couple of his friends now, and these are some ways, like not whales like, hey, I have 10, 20 million OMI, because I get it. 20 million OMI, that's like, okay, yeah, you have a good amount. You have tens of thousands of dollars in this right now. Even 10 million, you have 5 figures in here. And there's nothing to laugh at, nothing to sneeze at. But when I'm talking like whales, I'm talking like a bit more than that. Like, again, the one whale I was talking about has more OMI than I do. And even a couple of, funny how the people that had paid for that that particular Patreon tier, which is not available anymore, the ones that say like, "Hey, Randy, $100 a month, yeah, that's steep." None of them had told me that, but they said, it's worth it. Those are the people that are not freaking out. Those are the people that are just like, that I don't have to coddle. Those are people that I don't have to say like, "Oh, it's okay." I don't have to walk these people off the ledge. I have to make videos every day, and I have to do this because other people are like, "Hey, what's going on with my investment? Should I sell? Should I, no. A lot. Look to the, scientists say follow the water, when looking for life on other planets and stuff. Journalists say follow the money when looking to like intelligence and what to invest in. And I just had Veve Fox on the podcast, and she was number 99. So that was a pretty special one. And she's very analytical, and she always talks about tracking wallets, and she talks about again, she's not worried. People that study this are not worried. So when I tell you that the whales are doing nothing but accumulating, that I'm hoping that puts some ease, makes you a little bit easy to be able to hold or to buy. And so again, it's not financial advice. Also, when you have something like, and again, I'll have a couple of these guys on the podcast at some point. I say this again, if I have another $100,000 to me right now, but half of it would go into OMI, and I would be okay with doing that, knowing full well, if Bitcoin keeps sliding, we could get cut in half again. We'd go to 3-0. Understandable. And short term, some of these collectibles, those three, we're probably going to get a really, really, a gem squeeze. Like how much of this, dump is already cooked in anticipation of Star Wars, which again, I'm assuming we're getting. I'm going to put this in the video later, but again, the team tends to be a little troll-like. When Alex G goes and posts, rushing to check Twitter after being in meetings all morning, thanks. and it's a GIF of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, like you can't tell me we're not going to get Star Wars. Like, get the fudge out of here. Um, yeah. And that GIF reads, "I feel a great disturbance in the Force." So, yeah, but most likely Star Wars, most likely one, if not all of those three. Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Darth Vader. God, could you imagine? Like, could you heckin' imagine? I don't know what ship Obi-Wan used. Maybe he used that ship that maybe R4 can make an appearance in this as well. I don't know if I don't know if R4 survived. But obviously, Obi-Wan got there in a ship, so maybe we'll have one of his ships. I'd be really curious to see what that would be. Again, Jeremy Padawar just went and posted about Jazzwares making toys for Star Wars. He had the Slave One, although I think now it's just called the Razor Crest since people got so like upset. It's called the Slave Ones. It's just called the Razor Crest, whatever. So something else I want to talk about before I go to comments is that there's a what do you call it? There's a new comic book coming out tomorrow. Jeff the Shark, Land Shark. Jeff the Land Shark. I love this game. I love it so much. So why am I so excited about this? Again, somebody else that could also be in the Pet Avengers. This guy is a very, very new character. He's a couple years old, but he has such a cult following. He is heckin' adorable. Yeah, everyone that reads it just loves how cute he is. He's just picture like the paws and like the face of like a dog, because land shark, he can survive on land and in water. How I know he can survive in water is because somebody put him in a washing machine one time and pressed spin, and he was having the time of his life. He's like, so yeah, he's like a mutant. He can go on land and on sea, in the ocean. He originated, in West Coast Avengers. Gwen, he becomes really good friends with Gwenpool. For those that don't know, Gwenpool is just a pretty cute blonde who is a human. Like she is from our universe. Like she could be sitting right here, over there, petting Dashy. But she reads every single comic, like ever, and is sucked into the Marvel comics. And she appears on Howard the Duck comic, and she gets her own comic. And again, like Jeff the Land Shark comes along for the ride, and the writers are in fear that her comic is about to get canceled. And again, she's self-aware. Like her like power is that she's aware that she's in a comic, kind of like Deadpool. And she goes to Deadpool when he's like when he's like king of the monsters in this most recent, not the most recent, but in this particular arc, he's king of the monsters, which is like near like Staten Island. It's really crazy. And she says, "Hey, I'm leaving. He'll be safer with you." And Deadpool goes, "Lady, does anything about this look freaking safe to you? Because there's a bunch of monsters." And she said, "No, you don't understand. They might cancel my book, but your book will never be canceled." It's like those. It's like the writers from Shakespearean times that would like edit and proofread Shakespeare's plays. They would go and purposely take out some of Shakespeare's lines, and they would put in some of their own. They didn't want credit for it. They didn't want to be known for it, but they did that because they knew that his writing was so legendary that it would pass the test of time. And of course it has. Where kids are still learning about it for some godforsaken reason in like elementary school, in high school, whatever. So, and that's basically what she did here. It says, my book might get canceled, but your book will never get canceled. You're always going to have a book. Jeff the Shark will be safe with you, and he is the cutest freaking thing. I looked on Goku. He's got god awful, like the 9.6s go for like $80. Like it's stupid. It's very, very low. But he's got 10,000 editions. Okay, so personally, if we're going by status of like, again, the older, the rarer, the minter. If we're looking at comic books, I'm asleep in comics, and Comics and Crypto would agree. The older, the rarer, the minter, the better. Obviously, I have first appearances in there as well. It's got to go in there. So Hitmonkey is older. And I don't know if he's rarer, but if you have something like a Hitmonkey in a 9.8 is going to sell for a lot higher than, Hitmonkey, that's probably like a couple $100 now. Jeff the Shark, what the first appearance is like $60, $80. Really not good. So even though you could tell what this comic is going to do based on what Hitmonkey's done, and also take into consideration that I put in a 2-hour podcast talking about why Hitmonkey is going to be like a really great comic because there was so few of the mints. It's 10,000 mints, and he had his own show coming out. Jeff the Land Shark has none of that. Jeff the Land Shark does not have his own show coming out. I'm not going to be on here saying that he's going to be great. I think you had a whole Hitmonkey group that was had that Discord was like gated or something. But if you had the Secret Rare comic, and again, I love Hitmonkey. Yeah, that was a huge pump and dump. Jeff the Land Shark, I'm gonna let you know right now, just from experience with Hitmonkey, probably not gonna go for a lot. Got a great cult following. I doubt any of them are in here right now. I doubt any of those guys are in veve. I love him because he's adorable. He's got great stories. But why is Marvel giving this to us? Why did Marvel give us Alligator Loki, and why did Marvel give us Jeff the Land Shark? I think is because they are hinting that they are setting up a pet Avengers. Like, dare I say that for like the umpteenth time. Again, read the writing on the wall. Reading between those lines. They've been hinting at us what they've been doing forever. Giving us American Chavez, giving us this, it's absolutely nuts. So I'm going to go and start taking comments right now. I've been going on for way too long, like 17 minutes, like way too long for me to just be talking. But shout out to everyone that stayed here for that. So I'm going to go and take these comments. Let's get this bread. Justin says, facts. Pong Man says, I need more time to DCA. Wouldn't mind spending 1K or less for a mill of OMI. Yeah, dude, that'd be great. So hang on. Oh, yeah. Oh, so be advised, before I had these, I saw a commercial for them at the airport the other day. Reese's Ultimate Peanut Butter Lovers. Oh my! So and it's just like all peanut butter. I would have loved a little bit of chocolate in it, just like a little bit, because maybe that was slight, but it was great. I love it. I gotta fix my friendos about that later. Sorry, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So give me $1 million. I'd more than half of that would go into OMI. I would almost always rather. The only reason right now for me to have dollars really just to pay bills, because that's universally accepted. Pretty much every country is gonna accept dollars. Although be advised, I don't think you can pay your mortgage in dollars. I think you have to go and actually do a wire or whatever. Yeah, well, I would Bitcoin or anything deflationary, like that's attached to a good project like OMI, big use case. Or not right now, but it will be in the future. I'd much rather have that than dollars. The only reason why I would take dollars right now for anything is that, outside of bills is just so I can donate it, pretty much. Like, again, like what I don't need that money. Like most of the money eventually will go to animal charities anyway. But yeah, Gary O, straight fire. Bill Gardner says, so pop just released Zombie Hunter, Spider-Man, and Captain America zombie figures. Got to get physical and digital. Yeah, that's great. Wow. I love those guys. If you've seen the What If series on Disney Plus, those make a little more sense, and they're so cool. I love them. I have them. I have both sets: Zombie Hunter, Spider-Man, Zombie Captain America. Do I think they're gonna do I think they're gonna go stonks? Do I think they're gonna moon? Maybe Zombie Hunter, Spider-Man a little bit, just because Spider-Man. But maybe like a little bit, not too much. I got them because I like them. Thor 4 trailers. Oh yeah, that's supposed to come out. Was that today or tomorrow? Yeah, but that is supposed to come out soon. Dan Lee says that lady is smart AF. Heck yeah. I think he was. So every now and then I'll get a notification from YouTube Studio, and it won't tell me what the comment's from. But Daniel is saying that lady is smart AF. I'm imagining that it was from my most recent podcast with veve Fox. But I don't know what it is. So that's why I'm saying heck yeah, because I'm agreeing. Because heck yeah. Moving on here. Do we need another Thor movie? Heck yes, we do. All right. So here's why. So I'm going to. Sorry, my pants are falling down. Man, I really need more food. I only had two sandwiches today. I have fish. Okay. Um, why we need another Thor movie? And I'm going to get my fanboyish out of the way because we are not going to let the last movie with Thor in it to be thick Thor. That's just not going to happen. I refuse to. I would have funded it myself in the future, so that last time we saw Thor was not thick Thor. Even though I loved him. Thor needs to be stoic and jacked and destroy. And then this, he just like, oh my god, he got so jacked. And speaking of jacked, Natalie Portman. Okay, so first off, fan service. Second off, if you've seen Moon Knight, we're getting into gods. There's going to be gods in the MCU. There's going to be gods in veve. And I mean, you have Thor, and you have Odin, and you have Hela. You have all these godlike creatures already. You even have Dormammu. You had a bunch of things, Doctor Strange, but on veve there's going to be gods, and I get it. We have Thor already, and Loki, god of mischief. It's alligator Loki. They had Boss, the Panther goddess. That should be in this. There's going to be a lot of gods and goddesses in this, because again, you have Gore the God Butcher coming. Yeah, it's going to be. This is like Avengers of Infinity War or Avengers Endgame for the gods of the MCU, and why this is necessary. One, because toys, but two, because and veve, but two, because they're setting up for Secret Wars. You need to introduce Jane Foster. Jane Foster is an integral part of that storyline. You can't, like, she's the one that spreads doubt. Like, all right, I don't want to give too much away. The spoilers for a movie that hasn't even no trailers yet, no storyline yet. There's a big bad in that. There's one big bad in that. There might be two, depending on what the MCU does. You need Jane Foster's Thor to spread the seeds of doubt, because there's a bad actor. There's a bad one that you're going to want to go and hate, and like, how are they going to defeat him? And Jane Foster is an integral part of that, of spreading doubt. Like, no, he's not the man. He's not the god that you think he is. That he says he is. So yeah, you need this to introduce. Like, could they have shoehorned Jane Foster into another movie where they do that, or like they just do that without? No, maybe they could even just do that in Secret Wars without explaining. Oh, Jane Foster, you're Lady Thor. No, they need to have they need to have an explanation of how she got there beforehand. So this is definitely necessary. Because I'm thinking something that hasn't been done before, maybe Silver Surfer movie. Well, they haven't introduced Silver Surfer yet, which by all means they should have already. Civil War, Infinity War had to be done the way it had to be done, because we didn't have as many licenses. But for Infinity War, it was still that Thanos with the gauntlet. It should have been Silver Surfer. He's the one that should have gone and warned Doctor Strange and Wong, but it wasn't. They didn't have the rights. He should have been in there already, because he's the one. He's the Herald of the Galactus. He's the one that says Thanos is coming. Thanos is coming. But on Doctor Strange's couch, but it's not. So they had to use Hulk for him, or Bruce Banner. So you're right. I would love something like that, but again, they're not there yet. And how do you get a Silver Surfer or a Galactus movie? You get there by introducing other gods first. Like you have Vishanti, you have the Hippo god. From and Moon Knight did a very good job at this by introducing some other gods that people might not have thought of. And Thor: Love and Thunder will do the same. Again, they have Boss the Panther god. They're going to have I assume whatever guy that works in Atlantis. Obviously I have Namor the Submariner. They're going to have they have Zeus in there. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of this. This is necessary to introduce the plethora of gods that we have. Cloud, did you hear our president say he was ready to use force against China? Oh yeah, I know. I mean, one part of me is like, damn it, excuse my language. But the other part of me is like, I have like 6 different parts of me, and I apologize for the. Oh, Dashy, we're in my hat. Where's my other hat? Things in my car. If I could be like staunch, like, super soldier, super airman, super like, again, I consider myself relatively moderate in the middle, super like Republican here. freedom isn't free. It costs lives, it costs money, it costs time, like that's a sacrifice you got to make. And I wish we wouldn't. I wish we would focus on there's so many problems in the U.S. that we should focus on, but I mean, a lot of like World War II is predicated on, hey, if we let Germany take over these countries, they're going to come for the rest of us next. I didn't stand up for these people, because it wasn't me. I wasn't a writer. I didn't stand up for the poet because I wasn't a poet. And when it came time to stand up for me, there was nobody left to stand up for me. Like China's a big communist country that does not have a good human rights, like ethics over there. Like they have internment camps, they have concentration camps. A lot of them for Muslims, a lot of them for they're Biden not. I think Biden is correct when he's not interfering with the Russia-Ukraine thing. I'd rather him not do that. So kudos Biden on that. But yeah, if he's not doing one, do the you can't just let all these countries just do this crap. That's again, I would that's going to be not good for the markets. Like if you think the fear is high now, you think we're oversold now. If that happens, Bitcoin going down, OMI going down. But I mean, that's for most of my life, definitely all my adult life, we've been at war. There are people that I've served with that started at 18, or there are people that I've served with that their kids are now serving. They didn't start. Well, yeah, the people that started that did start at 18, but there are people that I served with that had retired and their kids are literally fighting those same wars, literally in those same spots. I do not like the atrocities of it, but like that's what we're used to. That's what the U.S. military is kind of used to for the last 20 years. So yeah. Marvelous Pack says, loved you singing yesterday. Would love more classic rock and some R&B from your Patreon intros. Thanks again for your amazing content with Veve Fox and the awesome live stream last night. Oh, no problem, Marvelous Pack. Thank you so much for thank you for being a fan. No, thanks for being just being here. That just being here helps. I'll be live for as long as I need. I might actually get some people on today. Actually, I don't think I can. I didn't. No, maybe if I go to StreamYard, I might be able to, because I'm on StreamYard, so I think I can. No, it's not even letting me. Hold on, because I was gonna try to get people, but I can only invite people from here. Yeah, logging in. I hope this doesn't log me out. If it does log me out, then oh well. Well, we're gonna YOLO this dice now. 9, 2, okay. Because I do want you guys to have a good stream. Oh, okay, here we go. Invite a guest. Oh yeah, copy. Okay. So I'm gonna totally go and why am I in Venmo? This is okay. So I'm gonna totally go and invite some people here. And then we'll talk. But let me get to some comments first before I invite people. I'll try to get some of those classic rock intros. For Obi-Wan Kenobi, I hope you're doing well. What's up, Jack Long? Hope you're doing well also. Pallet Zachary Roy. What's going? Hey, what's up, Zach? This is Randy. How you doing? Justin, thank you so much for the super chat. Say, let's get these OMI doll hairs and donuts. Let's get this bread. Get Gary V on here or what? Okay, so he is so busy. Like he is like everywhere that like am I forget Hollywood Undead because everywhere I go. No, I'm not gonna sing that. Everywhere that man goes is just always, even when after he's done with like all right guys, I'm done, I'll catch y'all later. As he walks away, I feel like Gary, like, oh my God, I feel so bad for that one. And I get it. These people are just trying to express their gratitude. Gary, I love you. You changed my life so much. I love you, man. And he's just like, just pounding it like he's just such a boss. I asked, for those of you that don't know, he did respond to our very own Rob stuff. Let's take a look at Rob stuff. All right, hold on. Let me go into the talking about at Rob's. Oh God, I misspelled Rob's. Rob's stuff, Twitter, on stream. Come hang, homie. Okay, paste that. So I'm gonna go to Rob's stuff, and so he says, what I find funny about the entire at Gary V at VV official debate is the fact that Gary constantly preaches not to care what others think, yet so many people on the VV side care about what he thinks. It's quite the conundrum. So Gary responds, facts. I'm one ducking person who, and he actually said ducking, obviously autocorrect, who A, is cheering for VV, and number two, has no impact on VV winning, which he doesn't really. So I respond, been making a series of videos about you since at VCon, telling people we should be grateful for the amount of people you're bringing in the space. Would also love to get you on the podcast soon. I give him a couple hearts as well. And everyone, like, everyone like that. I forget what that meme is. People saying I'd watch twice. So I've been trying to reach out to him for years. I've never gotten a response from him. Again, that this man has how many millions of followers? Got 3 million followers. Just on Twitter. Let's say how many he's got on Instagram. Let's go to the Gary Vaynerchuk on Instagram. See what he's got there. 9.9 million followers. My God. So yeah, this is a very busy man. That's millions of people are vying for his attention. I would love it to get him on, and I actually have two people that actually do know him personally. Like, there's one person I met this weekend, another person I have that has also. I think if I say it, I'll give it away who it is. But I have two connections to him where if I wanted to, I probably could reach out to him like on his like personal email or whatever. But I want to, if I were to get him on, one, I don't know if he'd want to talk about that. Maybe he would, because I am one of the high. Well, I mean, you have Taps Trades and Cavell Anderson, which would also, they have more subscribers than me, but I am the one that I think. I don't want to pat myself too much on the back there. I'd want to let it happen like organically, naturally. I wouldn't want it to be like forced. Maybe I should. I don't know. I mean, you all want it, right? I saw JPEG says, he took you on a date and you loved it. You want to call that? People took me on a date. And he goes, what's up, Randy? What's going on, Anthony? Well, hope you're doing well. He says, everyone I've told Vivi about are uninterested. It's too early, I think. Well, what types of people did you tell? Did you tell people about Vivi that just weren't into in NFTs in general, or were the people you told about they were interested in NFTs, just not Vivi? Because those are very two distinct differences. If it's the latter, then it's like, okay, then that's an issue. But if it's the former, if they're just not interested in NFTs in general, then that means no difference. The VV, OpenSea, or whatever. Like, if they're not interested, they're not interested. Mm-hmm. Hydrate. Okay. Yeah. And that's a different thing. But I think as people get interested in this, there's a TED talk called "Everyone Likes Classical Music, They Just Don't Know It Yet." I think that everyone that's going to be in the NFTs will love Vivi. They just don't know it yet. But also, there's not an NFTs yet. But yes, very early. Dala Dasla says, morning from Australia, moving OMI via bridge to stake. So I need to prepare the ETH I have in Immutable X to be able to use it for gas. OMI is prepared, but saying I don't have ETH. You probably do. I think Foster Hilt has come out with a video going step by step what you need to do. So definitely watch that. I don't know if Taps Trades has. I know he had a video the other day. I forget what it was about. It might have just been a stream. Might have just been buying the Deadpool stream. That type of deal. Mm-hmm. Donna Marie says, did David Yu say when we would know that marketing is being done? So that it will be obvious and we won't need to search for it, basically. I think we'll know. I think that we'll have a. So you'll know because I'll know because I'll I'll have like 800 people send it to me. Did you see this? I'll have tagged it so many times. So yeah, I think that we would have we'll know like it could be like this one random place. It'll be like an ad for someone that's illegally streaming like a VPN, like a fight or like whatever. And but oh, BB, like I've had some weird messages like that. Like, hey, I think I saw this. Like, oh, all right. So yeah, we'll definitely know. What will it be? I'm unsure of. I don't think it would be like a TV commercial. What I think it would be like them reaching out to YouTubers or TikTokers or whoever, um, and getting it that way. Because like the people that are watching TV, are they really going to be into crypto? Like comment down below. I don't think I can do a poll. Comment down below if you do or do not watch TV, and I don't mean like Netflix or like Disney Plus because that's streaming. I mean like actual TV, cable or satellite commercials. That's like that type of TV. I feel like people like maybe in like their 40s and above still do, but I feel like 30s and below, like like I don't think that like I haven't had a TV in like 10, 11, 12 years. Wow. It's been 12 years since I went out on my own. Dear mother, can you hear me whine? Okay. Um, sorry, Green Day reference. Blah, blah, blah. Alex says, do you think we'll get the BB-8 and Vader demos as drops this weekend? Oh my God. So BB-8, probably not because that doesn't really coincide with the Obi-Wan series. Now Vader does coincide with the Obi-Wan series. So I said you'd have like some big things. You'd have the big three that I would hope to get at least one of would be Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano might not even be in the series. I don't know. Also, you can get what can you get? With that, you could probably also have droids, and you can get. You might even be able to get Qui-Gon Jinn because he should be Yoda told him at the end of not the Q3, Star Wars 3, that he had a way to like talk about, like Force Ghosts. It's like Qui-Gon Jinn, so you would have that. You could possibly have Qui-Gon Jinn, you could have clones, and you could have droids. Maybe even like a guest appearance by Yoda. Baby Yoda's probably not going to be in it. They might infer things about him because he would have just like he's trying to just escape and survive that Order 66. Palpatine's gonna be and Vader, they're gonna be hunting down the rest of the Jedi. So yeah. And Joe, so actually, Obi-Wan might not even know that Vader's alive. He might think that he just died there. Hi Jomi. Dazzla says, I think he said he wants everything functioning properly, MTL, OEP before. Yeah. And that could take months. That could take several months. I don't know. Hey, Donna Marie, you said once things are in place, implemented, once we get MTL, new drop system, KYC, and NFT, we will. Which be advised, guys, that could take a while. That could take a good while. Okay. What was it? Bill Gardner says, I had to pick up 2 duck pool at these prices. What are the prices at? Let's take a look, see. Okay. All right. Let's go to the veve app. It is not. Oh, there it is. So if we're going with the duck pool, which is very, very recent, go to the Mighties. I got the duck pool. Deadpool the duck. It's the clan of the duck. So we do have more than 10% of him available. It's still very cheap, 124. I mean, granted, it's almost 10x the floor price. But yeah, those can go pretty low as far, if we get a really big Star Wars thing announced. A dog pool is under 50. What about the zombie Deadpool? Zombie Deadpool be at $18. X-Men Deadpool Wow, it's $11. That's under retail. Lady Deadpool. All right, so there are 13,000 of these Lady Deadpools. Now she's a first appearance, Wanda Wilson. All right, if y'all are gonna sell her for literally like almost half of the thing, I just bought another one. Because she's seven. She's going under retail. She's $7. That's stupid. Now again, there are 10% of her available. Like almost 10. There's over 9% of her, almost 10% of her available. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But she's so cheap. I just bought a third one of her. That's the first appearance, Wanda Wilson. Like that's yeah. So what I say she was like $6, $7. Um, the cheapest sub 100 of her is $90 from this guy Hi Hat, and he's got no profile picture. The account is private, so I'm pretty sure that's a bot. Um, number 84 you can get for 99. Number Okay, so I think it should only be about maybe $70, maybe 80 for actually. I'm not gonna lie, some of these are really cheap. Like the sub 50s, 47 for 150, and you got number 45 for 188, 43 for 300. I mean, I assume that she'll get up to let's say 13 at one point. So then sub 100 should be about $130, and then a sub 50 should be, yeah. I don't want to get number 47 because again, there's no thing there. Like there's no profile picture, accounts private. But the Anula, though, this person, there is. So I don't even think I have. I don't. I only have 112 gems, so I can't even get it. I think that number 45 for 188, and I don't know if this is a bot, but number 47 for 150, I would get that if I had the funds right now. And number 49 for 139 also really, really, really good. And then the common Deadpool is not a first appearance, so this is also probably going to go for, oh, it's $10. Wow, that's interesting. If I'm going to do the dog pool, and I'm going to see for a sub 100, I would guess about, let's say, $200 for sub 100 and be the floor. Oh wow, you can get number 63 for 170. That's a little over 3x the floor, but I think, oh wow, 150. You can get number 85 for 150, and number 93 for 150, number 97 for 145. Yeah, anything that's less than 3x the floor is probably a pretty good deal. Yeah, those probably aren't that bad. Okay, moving on here. Because someday fish on land will be a thing without the need for hurricanes. Oh, sharks. Oh, sharkicane, dude. Those Sharknado movies are so good. I love them so much. Angel Mercado says, let's go, Randy. Back at it again with the live streams. I am trying my very best. I'm going to. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm going to have to pee. Again, I had a 4.5 hour live stream yesterday, so I had to pee a lot. I peed once during the live stream. I thought was very impressive. It says, what did the shark say when he ate a clown? It tasted a little funny. Such a dad joke. Nick, you got a lady in your profile picture. Are you a dad? If I can tell, I think you might be a dad. Douglas says, Ultra Steamboat Willie in combo with C3PO or Todd. What's better? Okay, let's break this down here. Ultra Steamboat Willie is animated, not a first appearance, although I think it should be, but it is animated, not a first appearance. C3PO is the first appearance, but Todd is like, oh god. Dr. Prophet just posted a picture, or actually, Blockchain IO, she posted a picture with Dr. Prophet with his two physical Todds, and I can't wait to one day meet Dr. Prophet, show him my Bane right there, and be like, it's gonna crush your Todd, Batman. Um, yeah, when you have someone like Dr. Prabha, which again, other people that are buying OMI, whales, Dr. Prabha, like millionaires, like 100 millionaires, people be buying this stuff. Um, I even have a buddy of mine that we were texting back and forth before, who might not have more OMI than I do right now, but will have more OMI than me over the next couple months, and will have like a lot more OMI than I do. Like maybe not double, but a good amount. It's buddy. Um, and has a lot more has actually more secret rare alligator Lokis than I do. Which, by the way, like I said, more than 60. What is it now? Hold on. Let's just say 90 plus 17 17. No, I missed. Okay, so 5 plus 10. Okay, so one. All right, so hold on. So 9. What was that? Okay, 800 point. Yeah, but more than 16% of the alligator Loki, secret alligator Lokis are locked up. Like locked up. Um, Actually, it might even be 17. Hang on. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay. Uh, okay, yeah, this is actually much more accurate. 139. So times actually 17% are more than locked, more are locked up. But Todd, I think people love C3PO now because he's like the only like him and R2 are the only Star Wars things we have. And R2 is great. And C3PO is great also, but old school. But Darth Maul or C3PO. Like there's a lot other better things I think that are going to come in C3. Not that we're confirming getting Darth Maul, although I would love him at some point. He's one of my favorites. Um, I would say Todd, to be honest. Todd, first Batman, first thing on the app, first everything. Definitely a Todd. I'll get a Mandalorian comics. Oh, that'd be great. Oh, so maybe like first appearance of like Chrysanthemum, the like the black Wookiee that's just like a gladiator. Is like when I first saw him, I was legitimately scared. I was like, oh, like it was for a second, and then the scare turned into that's freaking awesome. But seriously, like that, like Chewie's like your friend. He's like stroke the furry wall, like he'd seem like a chill buddy with, like I'd have beers with. Chrysanthia is like that is a hardened war vet that needs alcohol to like help treat his PTSD because of how much crap he's seen. Like, my goodness, man. Like that thing comes after you. Like that's gonna be like Rocky. Like, am I that dude? The bald black guy that's I forget his name that's talking to Apollo Creed. Like, I saw that man get beat. Like I never saw a man get beat before, and the man kept coming after you. We don't need that type of man in our life, baby. Like, that is the type, like, and he'll do it just for the job. One, because he likes killing. Did you see him just rip the arms off? Like, oh my god, that was barbarically beautiful. And if y'all haven't seen Book of Boba Fett 2, you are missing the fudge out. Um, yeah, I would love. Yeah, that would be a cool comic because him and Chrysanthemum has worked together in the comics before. So yeah, I would really like that. That would be great. Accumulating. There is no volume. No whales are accumulating. Again, like the volume, you're right, is less than $1 million a day. Okay, the whales are not buying $1 million a day worth of OMI. 10 grand here, 20 grand there. So like, I know they are. Like I know they are. So yeah, I would trust like the people that are. I trust me, they are. And you could be like, okay, well, Chow's not going to believe you. You could 100% not believe me. But you know, I didn't go on the VCon at like my dime. Like there's, I one day I will be able to tell everybody all the stuff that's been going on in the background, and I'll just I'll laugh. I'll laugh so hard. But until then, you're right. It is just hearsay. You are just having to take my word for it, and I kind of understand. That's like, all right, well, no proof. A fair point. But yeah, their whales are accumulating background. Cosmo Gray says Miss Marvel drops on Disney Plus on June 8th. Trailer drops this week. As for veve, Hot on the Heels of Obi-Wan. Yeah, it's weird that they have that coming out while Obi-Wan is still going to be coming on. Actually, yeah. Because then, oh well, I guess she'll finish in July probably. Excuse me, and then they might have a little bit of a break because they have what do you call it? They have She-Hulk coming in August. But then they have the Andor series coming out later this year, probably after that. And then they have later this year either Mandalorian 3 or that'll be early next year. There's a lot of crazy stuff with Miss Marvel would be cool to get. I'd like to get that as well. Rock stars. I should check out New Rasa. When I mentioned it, yeah, Moon Knight they did mention the astral plane. So a lot of really cool stuff in there. Sorry, sir, I didn't see this before. I don't know why the $2 ones don't show up, but that's my bad. Hard on Dogpool. So if Dogpool was animated, yes. Although here's the thing though. I probably should. That was one of the things I was actually thinking about stacking. But again, 10% of him are available. And it is a first appearance and he's great. I love him. And the Mighties, I have zero evidence of this. I have zero evidence of this, but I think one day these Mighties might be gamified. Again, zero evidence of it. A lot of people are speculating that was the third, that was the third game that we have. But so if we're speculating about the third game that we have, a board member at Ecomi, who's also CEO of Pixion Games, announced last week. I did a whole video on it, about them launching Fableborn. Now that might make sense, and I even asked David about it. I was like, "Hey, we're launching Fableborn. Is that going to be?" Or I didn't even ask him about it. I asked him like, "Hey, you have Pixion Games is a board member at Ecomi. They've had a new game coming for a while. Is this something that's going to be that's going to be our third game?" And David kind of avoided the question, and he just said that we're going to see if we can be he's a good friend of his, and we'll see if we can be interoperable with him. The reason why I'm bullish on these Marvel Mighties is because there's a lot of first appearances, and why would they waste all these first appearances on Marvel Mighties? It can't be because they're cute little things. That cannot be the reason. I refuse to believe that the reason that all of these amazing first appearances of these amazing characters are wasted on Mighties just because, oh yeah, they're cute, we want to push our product. No. I refuse to believe. I will not accept that. These have to be gamified. And if I can borrow Captain America's line over here, I have to be, because I don't know what I'm going to do if they're not. I spent so much money on these Marvel Mighties. Oh my God. It's a gamble. I like Dogpool in general. I just love the whole Deadpool family. I love that whole alternate universe stuff. And I'm a freak. I love the fact that Wade Willson had boinked Wanda Wilson. That was hysterical. That was and then you have Dogpool, Kidpool, Skullpool, which we don't really have. We have Zombiepool, but these are some amazing characters that we have. Maybe some Eternals. A lot of people don't really like them, but outside of that, you have all of these. Captain America's. You have Captain Carter. You have all the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom, and then there's. I think right now, because we're not sure what the Marvel Mighties are, there are probably better things to stack. I would really only stack him because I like him. And again, I'm not stacking him right now because I don't have the funds. It depends what you want. Like, are you okay with stacking them and then they'd never be gamified and like, well, I wasted that? Or would it be easier for you to just get the set but not stack, go to other things, and then suddenly in 2 months, oh, by the way, Marvel Mighties are gamified. Like what are you going to be more upset over? And then choose the one that you're going to be less upset over, whichever one that happens. I mean, if you just don't want to gamble, just YOLO gamble. I just think that as far as because we don't know they're going to be gamified, you might be better off stacking something else that inherently has a little more value. Like, I guarantee you, outside of me, you, and a couple of people that read comics, nobody knew that Dogpool was even a thing. Guaranteed that nobody else even knew that. So not a crazy popular character. Should be, but yeah. It'd be great if he was in the Pet Avengers also. Where was I here? I was a little off. Yeah, that would be great. The Astral Plane agreed. Oh, Gambit. They were supposed to have a Gambit movie. It was I think it was supposed to have like Channing Tatum in it or something. Or maybe it was supposed to be that guy that was in Wolverine like Origins or something. But yeah, he'd be cool. I like Gambit a lot. Cajun. He's it's got that cool Cajun accent. Got the magic stick. He's just a cool dude. He's just like a player. I like him. Mouse says make NFTs, not war. Preach. Well, says Randy, I've been using the web app and it's so amazing not getting charged a fee. You can load as much money as you want. I know. So I honestly, if somebody gives me that web app right now, I don't have it. Like I don't have the funds. So like I mean I do. I can. I would love to not have a fee. I have to wait for I honestly the short term, yeah, a lot of these are gonna probably moon. Well, short term they might go down if they announce like a Vader or Obi-Wan or something. Qui-Gon, I don't know how many people would really go for that, but again, Maul would be great, but they're not having Darth Maul in this Obi-Wan series. I'm super salty about that. But yeah, I would any extra money right now outside of like me just buying that whole Deadpool set is really just going to go into OMI. I was able to finally pick up the Steamboat set. Heyo, good for you, mate. Arya says Gary V is an NFT powerhouse. However, he would never make a good spokesman for veve. He can be very crude and at times. If you compare how he talks versus how veve talks, it's night and day. Yeah, I mean that's just it's a different. I don't want to say a different audience because, well, he converted his audience to NFTs. His audience before was just about grinding, flipping, sneakers, garage sales, working your face off, and sleeping very, very little. Which works. Can't deny its efficiency. Like it that is a formula that consistently works if you can consistently do it. But you do sacrifice a lot. And VeeFriends is, if you followed him for years, you're probably a lot wealthier now than you were when you started following him. Why? Because he told you to work hard. He told you, no excuses. He told you to just not give a crap what other people think. And then he says, by the way, guys, get some VeeFriends. And he walks you how to go through your MetaMask and how to do this and that. And he teaches his whole following how to do it. Now, granted, the floor of them has obviously crashed since when it was up here. But again, that's short term. That's just the whole market right now. I mean, again, veve doesn't need any one person. I mean, you got veve and you got Disney and Marvel. Like I said, like we have WB and we have Universal, so theoretically we should probably get Harry Potter at some point. And Actually, theoretically, we probably should get Nintendo at some point because, obviously with the Alfred Archon thing, the Pokemon Nintendo correlation, but you also have Universal building a Nintendo park. Makes sense that all these licenses get shared with each other, but like again, we don't need anything else. Like we have so many amazing things right now that we do not need anything else. We don't to be successful. Like we are going to be successful if no new partners are announced, which is obviously bull dinky. We don't need that. But would we get to where we want to go a lot quicker if we did announce Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, Pokemon or Nintendo? Absolutely. Yeah. So that I mean, we don't need any one person, but it would be nice to get everyone on board. Again, flip the switch. You get Logan Paul talking about this again. You get Spanish YouTubers. You get Asian YouTubers. You get Gary V. You get like you man getting like Elon Musk. Like be nuts. Will it make my way up to 100 million? Oh God, that's amazing. Congrats, mate. Happy for you. Biggest bro says, "What's up, my brother? Peace and blessings to you. Much love. Peace and blessings to you, the biggest bro." Legit. Is that what's his name from? What can I say except you're welcome? Al says, if you can get David Yu on, you can get me on. I guess that's a good point. If I get David Yu on, I can get. Yeah, that's a fair point. I probably maybe one day I will. I think right now with my 8,000 subscribers, I would I don't know. I mean, all you got to do is ask. I mean, I asked him on Twitter. I don't know if he saw that. Again, he gets messaged every single day. Oh, there was an alligator Loki that was. Oh my God, that was just for $800. It was just bought by a friend of mine. So so a friend of mine that bought that. Hang on one second here. Got it. Okay. I have such a cool video plan for later. A friend of mine that bought that had also bought these. Yeah, he's got more Lokis than I do. So like I said, 17%. And remember what I was talking about last night? Not number 78. Yeah, he bought that too. So there's lots of like I said, whales are buying. Whether it's OMI, whether it's veve NFTs, they're out in droves here because these are stupid cheap, stupid cheap. Oh man, I got so many messages. veve Magic tagged me in a photo. Like tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get a tour of parts of Avengers Campus and see a bit how I tie NFTs and speculation to what I see at the Disney parks. Thank you, veve Mag, for tagging me. Epic. Okay, moving on. No TV. Yep. Don't watch TV at all. Only streaming. TV is dead. Sports only. Streaming only. Let's have Amazon, Disney Plus. Put out cable TV 6 years ago. Sports and news. Okay. On a Q4 for the holidays. I hope so. Been grabbing common for 3 gems. Oh my God. wait. What commons are you grabbing for 3 gems? That's amazing. That's bananas. Yeah. Let the comment down below. So this I know this is gonna be great. I haven't I just saw something about Randy. Everyone tagging Gary V, please stop. It's not the exposure we need for veve. Gary is good for the space and owes us nothing. That being said, at Gary V, it would be great to see you and Jeremy Padower on an AMA with Taps Trades or Foster Hill. Agreed 100%. Foster Hill says, I think that this would produce some great discussion and allow many of Gary's community to learn more about veve. It'd be an honor to be part of, and I would most certainly be willing to participate if Gary and Jeremy were able to make the time. Oh my god. So David used hair. Then we have real Randy Chavez. We're good. um, I like who quoted that, and this person named Bell is just laughing. I think it was a funny laugh because this person does not follow me, so I think they hate me. Um, but I gotta that's funny. Maybe David Hughes Harris make it. But either way, listen. If by all means, I don't want to be hogging all the spotlight by just getting David, me and Jeremy at there. Um, if the people want Gary, and again, like, I'm sure that Jeremy Padawer has had a podcast or has talked to Gary Vee personally about this. But yeah, if people want tabs trades Foster Hill, by all means, they are more than qualified to be able to handle that. I would be fanboy squealing in the background like but I gotta like David Hughes Harris comment because that was hysterical. Yeah, I'm missing the taps trade streams reason. I've always trying to comment first on there. But yeah, I would love those two or those three or all of them. I'd love all four of those to be on there, like a fatal fatal four match. Oh, comics for which comics are going for three? Is it the America Chavez? I told you I got the. Let's go to the market for comics here. All right, Fantastic Four #1 is the first one to pop up. Let's see what that's at. 8,300. That is nothing. Let's see what the commons are going for though. $60, also not bad. What with a Thor #337? I feel like there's only 11 of those secret rare, but it's $1,500 hairs. 655 for 2K. 317 for 2,800. Yeah, no, that's nobody's getting that. All right, so the Vengeance #1's first appearance of America Chavez, which I have one of them. Oh, she's 179 now. Very nice. What are the commons? The commons are 450. That's dumb. That's dumb. Okay, if y'all want to sell these for a couple dollars below hand, a couple dollars below retail, that's fine. All right, all right, guys. I gotta post this on the veve app. All right, I'm gonna share a message. A first appearance, America Chavez is selling for under 5 gems. She is a Latina who has 2 biological moms. And she will be a big part of the MCU. She kind of is already. These prices are stupid. These prices are stupid low. Buying more because everyone will want them in the future. Now, granted, these currently are not. All right, heck it. I'm just going to empty the bank account. I'm just all right. Buy another. All right, how many we go? I'm gonna sweep the floor under $5. Okay, bought another one for 460. There's a girl named Pookie. I'm gonna buy hers for 485. I bought hers for 485. There's Arkansas. I'm gonna buy that one for 495. That's cool. There's Last Mint. I'm gonna buy for 499. Okay, that's cool. I have 35 comics now. There's L All Day. There's another 499 comic. Okay, I'm gonna get that one. All right, so I got that one. There's another one from L All Day. I'm gonna buy hers. That is another one for 499. How many of these L All Days? Okay, L All Day has another one for 499. I'm gonna get that one. Like I said, sweeping the floor, guys. Another one for 499 from L All Day. So I now have, after this purchase, I'll have 38 commons. All right, 38 commons. There's okay. All right. So let me. All right, floor. Okay, so when I did that, now the floor is also 449 again. So YOLO. Okay, buying another one. This one's actually $5, but I don't care. The reason why I'm not buying T-shirt, well, Alex F Gaming looks like, I don't know. I really don't trust the people without profile photos. And I really don't want to. Yeah, like who's Tish? Well, Tish has 3 followers. 18 comics. Can I even see those? Tish is not showing their collectibles. I don't really know if I want that. Yeah. Now, like, look at all that. Like, you can't tell me that these might not be bots, and I don't want to support these bots, so I won't. But I will buy Asian Rep SBs because that's $5 still. So I have 41 of these items because these prices are, like, again, I'm putting money where my mouth is. Yeah, I really, yeah, I really don't want to go and I mean, if they have a ton of collect, like if their accounts aren't private, which a lot of these are, Mark Peters, Wally Herdig, Wally Herzog, Whitey Herzog. Yeah, all of these accounts that are just private, like I refuse to give money to bots. Okay, the Spindle Black, 24 collectibles, 17 comics, a full set. This person is probably whatever. So I'm buying one of theirs. And the reason why I mentioned Latino with 2 biological moms, remember how when Superman's son, they had the issue where he came out as bi? That was like one of the most pre-ordered comic books in recent history. Why? Because all of Brooklyn bought that comic book because, the son of one of the greatest superheroes ever came out as bi. Every single like, again, remember, take a look back at American Idol. When you had someone from Hawaii, you had the whole state of Hawaii voting for this one person. When you had someone that was like Indian, you had all of like Hicksville in Long Island voting for that Indian. Like, why? Because we vote and we like who we think represents us. You have, and again, like that there are how many movies that have the same plot point of like, this person is different because this person is gay in a place or a town where that's not really accepted. You get a Latina with 2 biological moms, my heckin' goodness. All of Brooklyn's gonna go and buy that. All of like the left is gonna go and buy that. I don't know if her again, she's young, she's like 15, young Avenger. I don't know. She's into guys, girls, whatever she is, but yeah, this is that's gonna be a bigger one. Again, the MCU is gonna have a bunch of comic books go up, and I think that's one of them. I could be 100% wrong here, but again, putting my money where my mouth is. Lady Deadpool is strong compared to other forms of Deadpool. Yeah, she's great. We love Lady Deadpool. Lady Deadpool she's a homie. So yeah, what's up, Mr. Planet Profit? Let's get this red. I love this game. Smashing the thumbs up. Elon Musk is live chatting. Wait, what? Elon Musk is live chatting. Where's he live chatting? Oh, okay. I got people commenting on this post already. Let's see what fresh hell this brings. Somebody just comments meow. That's great. Okay. Xing out of there. Oh god, I have so many. All right. Let's take a comment from YouTube here real quick. All right. So somebody asking, how can I have multiple trust wallets on different chains? When you try to send ERC20 only to a trust wallet, it says go only with the go 20. This address, and there's no option to switch or anything. Must have got something wrong. So what you have to do with that is you have to go and, excuse me. What you have to do with that is you have to go and there's 3 buttons on the top right of the trust wallet with three lines and 3 buttons on there. You click that twice. Excuse me. You search for Ecomi. I'll have a Go 20 Ecomi. Oh my god, I thought it was on. You have to enable that, and then on the front, on the home page, it will say, hold on. On the front page, oh god, oh, thank god I got the honey because that helped a little bit. and then you'll be able to send the ERC20 OMI there. Oh my god. I guess talking for 5 hours last night was not good. And then I had an hour and a half podcast this morning, and then a video, and then so yeah, there's a lot of strain on the voice. Go hard in dog pools. I love the dog pools. You can if you want. There's not a lot of them. There's not a lot, but he's like $50. So 10 of them is $500. Give maybe a little more. Yeah, it's a lot. Dog pool cheap. He's an ultra rare. He's cheap. He's the first appearance. He's not animated, but there's only like 2,200 of them, right? Let's take a look. See. Yeah. Okay. Let me respond to this. Yeah. Oh God, more people commenting on that post. When Darth drops me. Comic guru. We are not worth. Yeah, dude. Sleeping Comics is just. I mention Sleeping and Comics and Crypto all the time because they are the gurus of the comic. All right, somebody says completely agree. Somebody says yeah, stupid low. You could argue that Doctor Strange movie was her path forward toward MCU, a pride moment in Marvel. Dude, get a chair. You going to hurt yourself all those hours without back support, not financial. I have a chair. It's a lawn chair. It's like a chair for camping. Might not be the best chair, but it's mine, and it does its very best to support me. What was it doing? All right, dog pool. Okay. Yeah. All right. So the secret rare only has less than 2,000, 1983. So that's really interesting. And dog pool has 2777. Okay, hold on. All right, so it's 48. But yeah, buy 10 of them is less than $500. Buy another 10, it's about $500. So it's about $1,000 for 20. So $1,000, you get like a good amount of the. You get like 8% of the circulating supply right now that's on there, available supply. So you spend about 1,550, or 1,500, maybe like $1,600, 1,550, give or take, and you buy the bottom 30. So you buy more than 10% that's available. 2,100, and you have 20 of them. Or no, I'm sorry, you have 40 of them. You have 40 of them at 1,500. Or I'm sorry, at 2,100. So you have about 2,700, and you have 50 of them, which is a lot. That's a good amount. But the floor doesn't really move, so there's not a thin floor. I like stuff with thin floors, which we don't have really. Not on this one. Going hard in Star Wars comic, get it. Bogart is accumulating. A nice comment. What's going on? Even up to 220 tails, spent 77. Damn. Sleeping comments like dogs. Oh, I like dogs. Sleeping, I missed you this weekend. I was in Sleeping State. Sleeping had a really busy weekend, and so did I. If we would have met up, I wouldn't have even been able to get him on the podcast because the Minnesota internet is like not good, like at all. Incredible. And dogs, therefore, I like dog pool. Got 2 off the market. Nice. Final Prophet says, I really hope we get a game so much for Marvels. David was laughing at big heads before and said he understands first appearance for original art is better what veve fam wants. He was actually laughing in AMA. Okay. Let me read that again. And said he understands first appearance. Original art is better than what veve fam wants. He was actually laughing. Explain that. If you could elaborate on that, that'd be great. Bought a copy of physical, spent 77 and sent to CGC to get graded. Oh, very nice. Yeah, this makes collectors out of people. It has people buying comics that never bought comics before. Will the games cheapify the NFTs? The opposite. The games would go and maybe for renting, but no, the games, like if you want to play certain games, And these certain games are only available if you have that character, then no. Then that makes them more expensive. Below Marvel Mighty's 10. I don't know, 10x is a lot. I don't think dog pools are going to go for $500. Hang on one second. I got something. Oh, jeez. Hang on one second, guys. I had to read them. This is important. You're, yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Eventually. I'm sorry, guys. I need to look at something real quick. I'm afraid. Yeah. Perception. I don't know why I can't do two things at once. Like I can't talk. All right. Yeah, going 10x might be a lot for that. Okay. And that would be really spike the price. It would, but that would maybe. I mean, without gamification, these prices were already like way up there, like triple of where they are now, if not quadruple. So let's say let's take a look at something. Let's take a look at something on the app. Um, let's go to the full sets here. I have 400 collectibles. Yay! Let's take a look at, let's say Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom right now is $359. This has been like $1,500 before, like stupid. So let's just say this was 4x. You know, like a little below 1,500, which I think it was higher. It was probably close to 5x. But 10x of this would be 3,500, or 3,600. It would be 3,590. That would be less than a 3x of its all-time highs, gamified with renting involved. I'd say maybe these might 5x or 6x, which would be, you know, even maybe 7. You get 7 or 8x. If you, I would say maybe double its all-time highs. So maybe an 8x would be right. 359. So figure 360 be about 28-ish, 20, almost 28, something 5. So that'd be, yeah, I would say about 8x would be good. That's what it might do. Again, so it's not that far from 10x. Gamify, that would really spike the price. Get Nintendo, game over. Mario, let's go. Dude, if we get Nintendo, that would be the reason why that would be more bullish than Disney is because that's game. That's you have people that are a lot of people that are into Disney maybe didn't play the video games. Like maybe they didn't play Kingdom Hearts. You know, maybe they didn't play Disney Arena or like that. You know, there's a bunch of Disney games from back in the day, and they were good, but again, they're not made by Disney. You know, Pokemon and Nintendo Company, they have such amazing control. They have amazing games. Like people that go and love Disney, they love the characters, they love the lessons. There's a lot of good lessons in video games also, but video games, you play as that character. You are that character. Disney, you love that character because you love it, or him or her. Most like her, is a lot of princesses, but at Pokemon, you are that character. You know, you go through those Pokemon battles. You save Princess Peach. You're Disney. You're not. People watch. How often can you watch Disney movies? You know, a lot of people say every day, but with the games, people are gaming for hours and hours and hours and hours a day. They're gamers that they don't leave their house. There are people that speed run games like that they make it their life's work to play video games, and they do it for speed running. They do it like creatively. They make videos on it. the amount of things that they do, like speed running, or beating Pokemon with just a Beedrill, or beating Pokemon with just a Kangaskhan. Like there's some very creative ways to go and beat some of those Pokemon games and Mario games. Like very, very creative. You can almost like glitch the system. And it's not like just the old games. They do it for new Super Mario Bros. They do it for Wii Sports. They do it like there's there's a lot of different amazing ways that they've done it, and we already have it. So like whatever comes first, kind of breaks that barrier, like what Disney did. But whatever comes second, that's game over. That's nail in the like. Again, veve has no serious competition right now. The only way that they would is if if Universal said, "Hey, all you've done with us is you have like I think Back to the Future. You haven't given if Universal and WB leave and they partner with Nintendo and they say they have Harry Potter, Nintendo, and all this stuff, then okay, that's a competitor. But yeah, that's a big competitor. But what are the odds of that happening? If I were Pokemon, if I was the Pokemon company and not Nintendo, or you're talking about Nintendo, so I'll go with Nintendo first. If I was Nintendo, I would use I don't know, maybe I wouldn't. I would use Pokemon because if I'm Nintendo and I only own 33% of Pokemon, I would go and say, okay, veve, we see what you're doing. And again, this is assuming that we don't have the license, which is an assumption, but I would say we'll give you Pokemon. We can make Pokemon. Kind of we'd steer them in the right direction towards you. If it works out, great. If you give us some creative control and you let us do schedule our drops, whatever, then you'll get Nintendo. But if you decide to heck us, if you decide to go beyond your bridges, whatever, we take Nintendo or we take Pokemon and we start our own company and direct competitor against you. If I was Nintendo, I would totally do that. I would play that card. Give them Pokemon first, see how they do with it. If they like it, because again, like Pokemon and Nintendo, they don't want to compete with Disney. Like they do, and they'll continue to do so. But if you when I had those death threats, like a month and like almost 2 months ago now, month and a half, 2 months ago. What was the first thing I did? Okay, made it absolutely scarce that I where my location was, and then I went to New Jersey, got all of my weapons from my storage unit, and I basically made it so that it would be the cost of trying to come take my life would be exceedingly high for that person or persons or group of persons that would do that. Like that the cost of trying to do that would be impossibly high, and absolutely would not do it. They would think twice about it. Nintendo, I think the same way, or veve the same way. I say, like, if I'm veve, I would tell any other company that's on the fence about joining us, be like, okay, listen, we are number one. We have the best platform right now. Even BitBoy said it himself, and I'll put that in my video later, that the best NFT platform is veve. You can come with us, and we'll all eat together. And if there's no bad blood, whatever, we won't talk bad about your company because that's not what they want to do. But if you try to compete with us, we're just gonna be better. And even if you try to compete with us, you maybe might win, but the cost of that is gonna be unbelievably high, and you're not gonna want to do that. You're not gonna want to compete with veve. Even if someone could conceivably beat veve, it's like when Batman's facing Captain America in that whole giant crossover thing, where he says, if given enough time, it's conceivable you could beat me. But the question is, do you want to? And Captain America's like, no, you're not my enemy. And so even if Nintendo and WB and Universal and Apple and Meta and Facebook, whoever, if they could beat veve, that the cost would be so high that they would probably just not want to do it. It's like, yeah, America could take over the world if they want to. They could just march right into Mexico and Canada. Okay, this is all America now. What's Europe going to do? What's everyone else going to do when there's an ocean between us? We could do that, but why would we want to? Like, there's the NFT wars coming that'll be coming for second and third and fourth and fifth place. If there was one for first, the amount would be ridiculous. And again, why split your audience? Why not join? Like that, and I'll get to that super chat in a second. I'm so sorry for missing this. I just got this one thing. Remember when Jack Nicholson said in Mars Attacks, he's talking to like that head Martian, says like, why destroy when we could create? Earth and Mars form an alliance. There's nothing that we couldn't do. Like that's somebody clip that, because there is, and I'll probably put that in the video. I'll put that in a separate video. I'll make that its own video. There is, I don't want to say no reason. There are reasons, but the reasons are not good for people to try to compete against veve. There's not. So let me go and get to that super chat from Messiah saying, I think the veve team has an obligation to society, ? We will be the first frontier in digital collectibles and help shape the way the world is going. So this is hard. I think society, I think us, I think we have a mutually beneficial relationship. We made veve, like, what came first, chicken or the egg? veve is the one, that whole team did the impossible, got all these amazing, insane licenses before they even made a penny. Like, for all intents and purposes, this should not have happened. They should not have done this. Like, this is, and I don't want to say like they should not have, like, oh, you shouldn't have done, you should have thought twice. No, I mean, like, this should have been impossible to do. So they deserve every penny that they make. That being said, I've seen some really cool comic books and really cool shows and really cool things that connect with you that are amazing. But if they don't connect with the majority, you could have this with funding. You could have this with you could have everything. If you don't connect with people, there's no hope. The power of the Ecomi team, which YouTube that video, the power of the Ecomi team, made by me. That's one piece of the puzzle. The other piece is the veve family that chooses to spend their hard-earned money, not in stocks, not in bonds, not in Bitcoin, not in Ethereum, not stuff that's proven to make you money, in this speculative, wildly speculative environment. And then like the YouTubers that, okay, so let me put this in perspective for you. There were some people that I've worked with that were in stocks before they got into high risk lending. And, the stories of like these people, like one of the things that was inculcated in me when we were in the, high risk lending industry was always answer your phone. No matter what's going on, your clients are depending on you. And, we didn't want to be like these stockbrokers that, we gave a tip on a stock, yeah, buy this, and then the stock goes down, and then the client can't get you on the phone. You never want to be like that. You always want to be out front and face your problem. So when you have someone like me that says like, hey, I am going or any YouTuber or whatever, any YouTuber that will say like, hey, I'm getting this, I think y'all should too. And again, I never give financial advice, just letting you know what I was doing. There's YouTubers of other projects that when their investment tanks, they're not making videos anymore. And again, I don't want to pat myself too hard on the back. You'll break your spine. Green Day quote right there. I never stopped making videos. I never stopped going live. I never stopped uploading. Maybe when I was sick, maybe when I, couldn't talk or go like 2 minutes without coughing. or if I go on vacation with Danielle and we, go to the Poconos, there's no internet. Even this past weekend at VCon, pretty much every single day I was uploading a video. It's more important to upload videos when you're, and I promise I have a point to this. More important to do that when you are not making money. And I think veve, and again, I really don't want to pat myself on the back for this. They deserve every single piece of money they make. They deserve most of the credit, but it's the veve YouTubers that are the ones that are keeping the spirit alive. Like, when Apollo died in Rocky 4, spoilers if you haven't seen that movie, came out 40 years ago. Anyway, where that black dude, I forget his name, goes to Rocky's like, you're the one that's going to keep the spirit alive. You're the one that's going to keep on going. Like the YouTubers are the ones that are invigorating people, inviting sales, and encouraging buying. So some of the, and I mean, not to everyone. You have some really smart people here that are just like, listen, it was up here, now it's down here. It's going to get up here again. I'm going to buy while it's down here. You have people that don't need YouTubers. You have people that are just 100% insanely smart on their own, that are just like, hey, I'm going to buy these because these are the first appearances of these characters that are amazing on the blockchain, that are worth a ton in the future. I'd be stupid not to buy these. Yes, you guys aren't who I'm talking about. People I'm talking about is people like, hey, that are first-time investors, which are a lot of people on here that are saying, hey, I don't know if I made the right decision. I saw you, Randy. You had an amazing story. I chose to follow you because X, Y, and Z. You made a lot of money and you were buying this, so I followed you. And now I don't know if I made the right decision. I don't know if you were wrong. Look at where you live, and I don't take insult to that. I don't take offense. I'm here for the people that aren't sure that they made the right decision. I'm sure that we did. I'm sure. Like, again, I'm continuing to buy. Like, there's no question that this isn't going to be successful. So does the veve team have an obligation to society? I think that the work that they did was, they're deserving what they're making right now, but and long-term vision is obviously very, very good. But I do think that they owe the people that got them there. I think they owe the YouTubers. I think they owe the community. I think they owe, and again, I don't work for them. I've never accepted payment from them. I don't want anything from them. I want them to just focus on the app. But I do think that they owe the community to raise some funds, hire devs, give us a search bar, give us make the app a little bit. And I get it. Most of what is delayed outside of their control. It's delayed outside of is because of regulatory compliances that have to do with New Zealand, because they pick the worst country to be in. But again, that's outside of their control. And I get it, for the company, you really want to focus on long term, but I think short term, people have been here for a long time. And I'm not talking about people who have been here for 6 months or a year, or been here since January, bought in at high, and now they're investments going low. That happens. It's about people that have been here for years, which does not include me. I've been here for a little over a year. I think they owe people to raise a little bit of capital. Or again, David said that he has plans. Don't want to raise capital before necessary. Okay, give us a search bar, please. And again, I don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining, or I'm trying to bitch at them. I'm not. Like I said, I don't want anything from them. I don't want I don't want them to say hey, Chavez, here's a check. I don't want that. I want them to raise a little money, hire some people, and which again, and then, or at least say exactly what's wrong. Say hey, because of this regulatory compliance, we don't want to do this yet. I would like specifics. We don't have that. That's 100% okay. I guess again, I trust in the team. But society in general, I don't know. If you're in a place where you have a lot, and you I didn't get here on my own. I had one of my best friends, Dan. He's like a brother. Teach me, again, I had $25 when I went to work for him, or I'm sorry, $2,500 when I went to work for him, and less than 4 years later, or less than 2.5 years later. Through his tutelage, under his guidance, I became a 100,000-aire. He 33x'd my money, with his help. I did not get here on my own. So I think that maybe everyone that is successful might have to give back a little bit. For me, I'm giving back to animals, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be kids. It could be charities for cancer. Whatever it is that you want. I know there's a totally long-winded explanation that was went on way too long. I'm so sorry about that. Excuse me. Moving on here. Where was I beforehand? People stacking Star Wars comics. Nice. Liking dogs. Yeah, Marvels. Fiscal Tales. Yeah, Game of 5 would be legit. Darth Maul is definitely a wasted character. Such a good. Oh my god, I love him. I don't know why they. I mean, he's great in the Star Wars. Was it Rebels or the Clone Wars? He's just love him. Oh! Check out brand new poster from Marvel Studios, Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay, all right. Here's the poster. Do we? We don't have the. We don't have the thing yet. We don't have the trailer yet, do we? I don't know if that's this week or next week. Oh, the Thor: Love and Thunder. Oh wait, hang on. Runtimes. So runtimes of Stranger Things. I don't know why this. All right, runtime Stranger Things 4. Oh my god, each episode is over an hour long. Episode 9 is 2.5 hours long. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's insane. So dude, Friday it's gonna be insane. I'm gonna love it. But we don't have that trailer yet, do we? I don't think we do. Bitcoin is down 5% to $28,900. That's interesting. Let's see what I had some people comment on my post. Stupid prices, enjoying them. I'm enjoying these prices as well. I'm glad people do be enjoying them. I have 1,054 followers. This is great. And now I get a couple $100 in there, and suddenly, guess what? I have $44 in my veve account now. Oh, Fair Use Act. YouTube, do not strike me down. This is the Fair Use Act. I am doing my very best here.
Let me tell you the story of the space Viking, Thor Odin. He was no ordinary man. He was a god. After saving planet Earth for the 500th time, Thor set off on a new journey.
I'm totally going to get demonetized, aren't I? Fair use.
And after all that, he reclaimed his title as the one and only Thor. Oh, spoke too soon. Jane? The old ex-girlfriend.
Oh, she's so jacked.
3, 4 years?
8 years, 7 months and 6 days.
My sensing feelings.
God, he's so jacked.
Right.
They're both so jacked.
The only ones who gods care about is themselves.
Ooh. Oh.
This is my vow. All gods will die.
Oh.
I was going to say that was very, very impressive what you did back there.
It's just my first bad guy.
Never forget you first. Unlike the other gods of Gil, you got something worth fighting for.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not over yet.
And split too hard, damn it!
Eventually.
Oh. I really hope I don't get demonetized for that. I mean, Fair Use Act. They, everyone smash that like button, please. 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 Ple moving on here. We got Cable first appearance in the Mutants. Yeah. So we have a couple of mutants that are going to be in the MCU. Nameless the Mariner was actually the first mutant. Not in the MCU, obviously Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were, and then the kids, Speed and Wiccan. But yeah, the Namor the Submariner in the timeline in the comics was the first mutant. So he'll be really cool when we get him. But yeah, Cable's cool also. I love him. But it was Randy. Sorry, Billy in comments earlier said ask you to show your OMI. You're a good guy. Shouldn't have asked yet. I mean, it's fine. Water, bridge, whatever. Marvel's Packs is X-Men 129 for 4 to 5 gems. Oh. Ooh. I only have 44 gems. I really should save it. Like if we do get Star Wars, that'd be super fantastic. Someone people just message you, bruh. Ooh, Puddin' Cheeks just tweeted. Oh, okay. Happy birthday, Queen Victoria. Not sure why Canada is the only nation that celebrates it as a holiday, but I'm okay with a reason to have steak. Oh, steak looks great. That does look great. Puddin' Cheeks says heck yes. Where was I? Okay, moving on. All B tier. Oh, the X-Men 129. Yeah, it's all good. You get something under retail like that. It's nice. Point in telling Randy they don't listen until it's too late. It's, you got to try. Got to lay Deadpool for 5 gems. Heck yeah. I decided to put money into veve or OMI. Honestly, I would say OMI, but here I am spending hundreds of dollars on these mighties and these comic books. Veve to the moon and OMI. I don't want dollar. I want OMI. Yes, I also want the OMI. Miss Pine Props, I got into Metabirds. I've heard of Moonbirds. I haven't heard of Metabirds. I've heard of these Randy Low Mints. Billionaire partner, first ever mobile gaming NFT platform is what they say. So that does seem interesting. That do seem interesting though. New Thor trailer. Yeah, yes. I just checked it out. And thoughts on trading 35,000 physical comics for figure number 1? Ooh, that's hard. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if I would do that. Even though that's probably a good one. It's hard. Deadpool set for like 69 gems. Oh my god. Got 3 on the drop. You got the duck, you got dog, X-Men suit, then bought the others under. Oh, dude, I'm so jealous. Good for you. Elon doesn't like Metabirds. Ted D says, I need an OMI dump to my limit order 0.0008. I hope you get it. I hope you get that. Okay, so be advised, guys, there's an account called Dmitry Shaipov, which got hacked. It is selling gems for super cheap on Telegram. And again, the account got hacked. So do not sell. Do not buy from this person because again, these are dirty gems. You don't want it. Again, the account got hacked. The real owner cannot log in. So do not buy from that person, or if they claim they're that person, do not. Yeah. So I hate how people would do that. Hopefully they put in a ticket. Let me go and tell this guy to tell his buddy to put in a ticket. Tell them to put in a ticket. Okay. Yeah, I want that as well. Denanta, blow your mind. I just got the ticket for the light ship. I'm at 11 hours or so left. I can see them partnering with veve. They're literally with companies at top of AR to make the metaverse. Niantic always continues to do amazing things. I'm going to get some more water. Okay. Oh, my body. Oh, my knees. Oh, God. I really need to start keeping more food in the house. So I have I have about maybe 20 hours left, so 20 something hours, until I interview Darcy Donovan. Super excited for that. Okay. Yeah, Neontic always continues to impress me. Do a video ASAP, Randy. You must consider. I'll do a video after this. But there's so much I have to go over. Like there's so much. Like I'm not even gonna be. All right. Yeah, I don't have a what do you call it? Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta hang on one second. Over again. Afraid to put what? Okay. Yeah, I have a big a lot of content planned for after. I think the VV team is yeah. So I did a long-winded explanation of this before. I mean, I think again, they earned every penny that they get. But now I'd really like to see them really focusing on more short-term stuff as opposed to longer-term stuff. Longer-term stuff is done. Like so they have these partnerships that they're amazing, but I really would like to see them. And I get it, startup company, but got a little bit of money. And again, I don't know the inner workings of them, what's going on. I think I would make better content if I did. Call me, take me on. Hire me as a consultant. Yeah, I would really like them to see, because I mean, I would like them to focus on more short-term stuff right now. Inferno says, howdy, 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 howdy. Anthony Will says, veve brings video games to the platform as Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, even Kingdom Hearts. OG games go nuts on veve. I think if they really wanted, they could raise the funds and they could buy Square Enix or Capcom. They're both in the low billions. Vanity Fair has valued veve as a multi-billion-dollar company. I think they can do it. NFT Clock was my company, Gary veve. But Rouse says Kingdom Hearts would be insane. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I love them. Again, made by Square Enix. Hello, Carlos Castron. Fire stream. Why, thank you. Why, thank you so much. Where was I? Yeah. It was a search bar. Say loud for the people in the back. Oh, what's up, OMI Panda? I hope you're doing well. Dude fell when Thor took. Oh, it was a dude that fell? I thought it was just all women, but I guess. Omar just hit 2 million. OMI, get that bread, brother. Oh, dude, good for you. What do you think is going to happen this season of Stranger Things? At the end of last season, Elle did not have her powers. So I really hope that this season she gets. Apparently, the first 8 minutes were leaked, or not leaked. Like they just showed the first 8 minutes. I hope she gets her powers back. I hope the gang makes their way to Russia, because that's where what's his name is being held, Hopper. So I really hope maybe it's like an emotional trigger. He's like dying or whatever, and she goes ah, and then she gets her powers back. I think that'd be great. One says, I'm not sure, and I have a friend working in the show. Ooh, interesting. Asking for some nuggets. I mean, we're gonna get it this week, though. Arya says 0.007 to 0.0009. Buy on dips. I have 14 million in my hands. Get that bread. Get it. I saw that hacked account selling a reso for 6K gems. Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want that. That'll be taken. He'll sell all the stuff for crazy, for gems, and then he'll sell the gems. What was I here? Okay. Okay, you got this account got hacked. Owner can't get in. Do not buy from him. I really wish this is something that I that's the other thing I wish. I wish we could upload photos to the veve feed, because I could do that and just be like, all right, don't, but I can't now. So, I wish that we could do that. That would be great. If it doesn't drop at those numbers, y'all are hoping they want to buy dip more to buy more, but not sure OMI is maintaining at this floor for a few days. I don't know. I don't know what happens if it doesn't. I mean, I'm chill. I have 132 million OMI. I'm chilling. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. If it does, great, get more. But who knows? Um, okay. Somebody just commented Fish. I love Fish. What's up, Fractal Edge? Hope you're doing well. We gotta, always go to the Fish Discord. Brock's always got some nuggets there. And if you don't, I always any announcement or major things that's said on there, I'll usually put in a video. Because again, help the OMI fam. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Smurf Dabs, what's up, bro? Off topic, but have you heard of the attack on Titan NFT digital cards? No. I gotta take a look at that. Let's go to the again. This is an AMA. You can always ask me anything. Okay. Attack on Titan NFT. Let's put attack on Titan NFT. Where would I get them from? Because I've never heard of AOTlegacy.com. I feel like I would have heard about this before, but I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. Okay. All right, there's Flowverse. That says Attack on Titan Legacy on Flow blockchain, Flowverse. All right, so it's Legacy. Okay. All right, maybe this is legit. Oh, you have a Lego attack? Oh, this is interesting. Wait, this is yeah, platform you can collect official Attack on T digital collectibles licensed by Kodansha. You got the teaser site here. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's really cool. There were some Attack on Titan digital collectibles on Quid, but there was it was Quid, didn't really matter. Um, I wish they'd doing through a gateway like veve, you know. Um, I wish they'd do it through a gateway like veve. Anyway, but who knows? That's really cool. I do love Attack on Titan. Do you think there's a secret group of veve elite whales keeping the price of me down? Not like the collectibles in mainstream. No. I mean there is one whale that's a bad actor, maybe two, but there's at least one. That can purposely keep the price down. And the reason why he can is because we have no exchanges. There's no marketing. There's no liquidity. Once we have exchanges, we have utility, and we have marketing. That person will not be able to do that anymore. Yeah. On Facebook is doing some stacking utility program for Queen Elizabeth in a 3,000 USDT pool. Can you show me where? It's obviously going to be on the veve, right? Guys, never use Telegram groups. Like never use these. I get people every day that say like, oh, I'm gonna add an escrow. Like only me, Foster, Dino Lang. Like do not use anyone in a random Telegram group. Yeah. So stacking utility program for Queen Elizabeth. I feel like if I search for Queen Elizabeth, it's not going to be okay. There we go. To celebrate Queen Day, I've decided to bring some utility to Queen Elizabeth. One lucky holder will put his hands on 3,000 USDT or equivalent OMI, which is 1.8 million at this time, but could change when it's time of giveaway. Here's how to participate. List your Queen Elizabeth I NFT on the marketplace for 23.5 thousand gems. Limit of max was 5 per user. Each listing equals 1 chance of winning. If you list today, be sure that your collectibles are listed on June 23rd because veve are doing monthly unlistings. Send an email to queenelizabethutility@gmail.com with your Facebook name and a screenshot or screenshots of the collectibles about to get listed. Screenshots must be taken just before you click the List in Market button. You'll get answered by that email with a confirmation of your participation request and further informations. Snapshot of all the Queen Elizabeth collectibles will be taken exactly 1 month from now, so June 23rd, 22 at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Want to participate? Your collectibles must be listed on the marketplace at the exact time. Each collectibles will be listed per chance 25, max 5 per user. He'll be going live on veve Collectibles Facebook group to draw 1 lucky winner, June 23rd at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here's how it'll be done. Each mint number that are participating will appear on a list of the official site, random.org. Randomize the list of 3x. The mint number on top of the list wins 3,000 USDT. Winner will be contacted via Messenger and will need to send me his crypto wallet address. Don't hesitate if you have any questions. All right, this is really interesting. So that's cool. I'm going to take a look and see what the Queen Elizabeth ones. What do you have to go into? House of Cards, probably. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to the brands. How likely I think Marvel might be using the game at some point. I don't know. Queen Elizabeth an ultra rare. Damn. And there is one person that's doing that right now. After I do the video, they might do it after. He's still alive, right? Yeah, Queen Elizabeth. Okay. I would give it right now a 15% chance. I mean, the evidence is. I mean, there's no hard evidence saying that we will get it, but there is some evidence that points to that direction that we would get. Again, a lot of first appearances on there, and what does that mean? That means that David and Dan would tell these companies, "Hey, collectors are going to." The only reason I think they're letting these guys the only reason I think these guys are letting them get that is just so. Hang on 1 second. Kind of letting them get away with that. What the fudge? Okay, I don't care. Apparently Gary V just commented on Foster Hill's post, but I don't. I don't have a. I can't really figure out which one because I get so many notifications. Oh Jesus, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Like it. Okay. It's Foster Hill's post. Yeah, which one though? Can you retweet? Can you send me on Twitter? Yeah, if you could send me that on Twitter. I'm not seeing his and which post because I mean if Foster Hill has so many posts. Tune, the market up a Regal. No, not that one. Well, Foster Hill's also in the, I guess, like in the eye of the storm. Yeah, let me know about that. And let me know if you send me that message on Twitter. The reason why I'm buying these mighties is because they might be gamified. But I mean, the first appearances. But yeah, I have no hard evidence. I'm just doing it because I like to gamble, and they're kind of cool and they're cute, you know. And the impact certain games would have. I'm picturing the impact of communities behind the brands. Fighting game equals Star Wars versus Marvel versus DC versus Jurassic Park. They've already had Marvel versus Capcom games, and we have Marvel, and we don't, and we have Capcom. We haven't had any Capcom drops, but yeah, that potential is limitless. That's huge. It's insane. Um, yeah, where was I? Yeah, so somebody could send me that. People are buying the Queen because it was in the 180s day. Oh yeah, the floor is around 200. If I had the funds, maybe I would. I don't have it though. I don't have it. Rank Harry Potter. Oh, best to worst. Okay. Um, that's hard. And the first one's like the introduction, the magic, and the first one, like the first Harry Potter book, kind of boring. Like the first 100 pages of the first Harry Potter book, kind of boring. It wasn't really until you get to them until oh god, it's so good. Like they had puzzles in there, they had a chess game. That was so good. I can't rank these. Definitely Hallows Part Two was so good. Actually, definitely Hallows Part One I liked because it didn't end well. Like it didn't. It's like Captain America: Civil War. Like nothing was solved. Like they didn't. It wasn't tied up in a neat bow. Like things were left fractured. And in Infinity War, same thing. They lose. Like in Harry Potter, definitely Hallows Part One. You have you know you have Voldemort getting the Elder Wand, and it just like that was that made me feel bad and like a certain type of way. And for a movie to just like man, that's oh you want movies to make you feel good. You want the good guys to win, mostly, but um yeah, something like that was. I also I forget which one it was where I hated Umbridge. So when she gets like dragged away with her, from the horses, whatever the one that Hagrid has the half giant brother, um, so whatever one that Umbridge has, she gets dragged away by those guys. I like that one. Um, I can't rank them though. I can't. Let's say seven, then eight, then five. Oh, five is one of my favorites. Five is so I would seven's probably a better movie, but I don't know, dude. The Order of the Phoenix is probably my favorite. All right, so Order of the Phoenix. There's so number five, then seven, then eight. Um, one, two, four, six, and three. That'll be from best to worst. On Fossil Hill. Yeah, which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Tell me which one. So send me a screenshot on the Twitter to tell me which one. Excuse me. Whoa. Rock McBlockchain doing some stuff here, doing some stuff with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Do you go see Sonic on Vivi? In like a year, I'll let you know why I laughed at that. Um, I hope so. I hope at some point we do. Um, yeah, I hope at some point we do. Uh, I think that any company right now wants to come to veve. Anyone. They know the amount of money that they make is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on. I'll type in Sam Ellis and see. I mean, it's 13 hours ago. Gary Vaynerchuk commented hours ago. Yeah, I mean, if it was, I mean, a lot of this I did cover already in my last video. Smash like button. So yeah, smash it, smash it. Victor C, what? I do not have anything from a Victor C. What's your name on there? Did you tag me in or did you send me a thing? Because I don't. Okay. Yeah. So Victor, I did a video on this before. It was called Gary V explains his position on Ecomi. Right there. So it was. I thought it was a pretty good video. I liked it. I like that. Yeah. 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 Hopefully I think the team is hopefully notified about that. Why? Thank you for liking. That's fair. Thanks for response. No problem, mate. PS Kid says, "Hey Randy, do you know if Steve Aoki was at VCon or anything?" But yeah, he was. Snoop Dogg, Pharrell Williams, Steve Aoki. TLC was supposed to perform, but I think they got like COVID or something, or they got the Rona. I don't even know if I could say that on here. Yeah, there was a bunch of musical peeps on there. They were cool. Logan Paul, I mean, he's had like a music video or two. He was there. Michael Santos, hey Randy, what's going on? As I truly believe the Mighties will be gamified if the people demand it. People will do. I hope so. I hope so. I see GameStop non-custodial wallet come out today. I didn't. Good. The more the better. The more other companies do, the better for us. Our place to come soon. MetaMask. I don't know if MetaMask will ever go away. Gary Vee will like Foster. I hope so. Yeah, Gary Vee's great. We like all the stuff that he's done for the space. Puddin' Cheek says, regardless of all the banter and nonsense, Twitter is still where I have met all the greatest people I do not know. We're all friends, even if we don't agree on everything. Hello, friend. How was day? Day good. Live streaming right now. Hi. Day good. Live streaming right now. Yeah. Smiley face. Send now. Good. Okay. Maybe we'll do a better Sonic than the first one they made on the movie. I like so remember the old Sonic? Like, all right. So here's the power of fans. Here's the power of the internet. If I type in old Sonic, I'm gonna. Okay, here we go. Hang on. This is important. Remember this disgusting creation. The studios decided that was going to be the Sonic that they put out to like, and the internet was like up in arms. And thankfully, they had fixed it. And obviously, that's the one that we got. But that's what they started with. Like, what type of nightmare fuel is that? But then they got it good. They got it to be really good. Yeah, like oh my god, they almost hecked us up real good. that's so. Oh my god. If that's what you mean, then yes. I was looking at VV video. Gary Vee responded under his tweets, replies. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Some type of Android, pretty legit. Hi Randy, do you have some idea on how that we reward the real collectors more? Maybe people would hold their NFTs more is when they get rewarded. For example, airdrops or drop. I mean, the MCP takes care of that. The MCP, the Master Collector program, will go and we'll totally go and do that. Yeah. Then why? Because they do that and you get more points. An idea to let VV do more airdrops. Imperial Lotus Dragon airdrop would be very nice. I really don't like asking for free things. So I won't ask them for that. If they come, great. I just don't like asking. Possibly Darth. Oh, Darth Vader. Darth Maul. Sidious. Tyrannus. No new VV. No, there's no VV announcement today. It's going to be a rough week. It's going to be a rough week. Waiting for the Star Wars stuff. Excuse me. Okay. Where was I? Oh, God, hiccups. Okay. And I head back to the studio. I'm gonna take some comments from the YouTube studio real quick before I get on to here. Okay. Where was I? Come on now, touch me, baby. And juicy. So Monib Siddiqui says, appreciate you. Appreciate you too. Monib. Oh, there's a comma. There's a comma after two. Okay. I appreciate everyone who appreciates me. No, looks there. Okay, I've been getting a decent amount of views over the last couple of days. It's pretty legit. Oh, I had a good night last night. Oh, that's pretty fun. Okay, moving on. Where was I? We need a first appearance lightsaber. I don't care who's holding it. So here's something that I thought of. In one of the trailers for the Obi-Wan series, you have Ewan McGregor being asked, what was like really special to you in the filming of all of Star Wars, the past like 20 something years. Wow, he's playing this for a while. He said that what was really special to me is to be able to play a younger version of Obi-Wan, bring him to life. And then they told me I could pick my own. I can't do his accent, I'm sorry, but he could pick his own lightsaber, like which design that he would carry. And he did. So I really do hope if we do get Obi-Wan for the Obi-Wan series, we get a lightsaber. His lightsaber. That would be great. That would be legit. I don't know if he ever lost his. Well, he did lose his, but I know he got it back, I think. Was it General Grievous or no? I think he lost it in Attack of the Clones, and after he did, he got a new one when him, Anakin, and Padme got rescued. So that I don't know if they gave him the same type, afterwards. But yeah, him blue lightsaber, epic. San Diego, like if they make ugly song, yeah. Puddin' cheeks, my bae. How you doing, fam? I hope you're doing well. I like your profile picture, the TSNN network. Everyone totally go subscribe to Puddin' Cheeks. You got it. It's the best videos. What do you think of Vader drop on 29th, last day of Star Wars Celebration? That would be an epic way to end it. I mean, I don't, when you have something tomorrow, okay, you have, so I don't think we're going to get a drop on Wednesday. I don't know how they're going to do this. They could decide to go and say, hey, the drop's going to be on Saturday and you're going to get, would they do Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in the same series? The amount of OMI burn would be freaking insane. I would think they would do, yeah, they would probably end it on Sunday. If they did all 4 days, start on the 26th, let's say they have like, droids and like the slave one or something. And then they have, on the 27th, they have clones, and they have General Thrawn. or something like that, or whatever one of the big bads in the series. And then they have, let's say, like Obi-Wan on Saturday and Vader on Sunday. Oh my, that would be one of the legitest. Is that a word? That'd be one of the craziest lineups. Are we gonna get that? Kind of like shoot their load in one shot. I don't know. I mean, again, I really hope that we don't get like a Luke or a Leia, and I'll tell you why. It's not because I love those characters, but Luke and Leia are supposed to be like children, in this. Like, I don't want Kid Luke and Kid Leia. Like, I do not have nostalgia for Kid Luke and Kid Leia. I have nostalgia for early 20s Luke. That's learn how to become a Jedi. But yeah, Anakin, like, or Luke in this. Maybe they could do two. They could do Anakin. I don't know how much of Anakin. I mean, I don't know how much of Anakin's still left in Vader at this point, because it's been like 10 years. He's been on a warpath. He is so angry in the way that he was left to die on Mustafar. Like, there is, oh lordy, would not want to cross his path. Now says, "What up, Puddin? What up, Puddin?" We all thanking Puddin Cheeks. There's plenty of problems. Oh man, what? Hey, Puddin Cheeks. My collectible says it's hard to wait. I'm on the edge of my dude. I am also edge of my seat. Puddin Cheeks says, having a wonderful evening. How about you, Alex and Mr. Prophet? It's the same at my collectibles. Not about it's enjoyable to be in veve right now. Most people are able to get a drop. No complaints here. Yeah, I'm chill. I'm pretty chill. I'm chilling. Great to see Helper like you here, Puddin Cheeks. Oh, we love we love you, Puddin. It's the reason why you're on my fridge. Lightsabers like Batcal. Oh, I hope not. Because I mean, like, okay, so the difference between the full force of the veve fam versus a portion of the force for Batcals. If they have if half of the available mints that they had for what do you call it? If half of the available mints for lightsabers as I did for Batcals, it's 100,000 of them. Could you imagine if they're like $7? Go like that. That would go like that. That would go instantly. That's why I might make another video. Get that bread pudding. Get it. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I get it. You're busy. You got like the same thing my friend Anthony said when we were seeing Planet of the Apes with James Franco and what's his name? There's always the guy that's always the one he's Gollum. He's everyone. Captain Mosher guy. I was like, no, Caesar, go with him. When James Franco's like, yeah, come on, you can come home. And then I was like, no, go with him. My friend Anthony's like, no, Chavez, Caesar has stuff to do. And he's right. Puddin Cheeks, I get it. You have stuff to do. Thanks, man. Mr. Pond Profit says, mm-hmm. And I think it's a nice bear market. Just saying, enjoying the nice opportunities as before. Yeah, again, so for everyone in like January saying, "Oh, it must have been nice to be you guys buying stuff at those cheap prices." Yeah, it must be nice. It's nice again. Where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? Tell me something, girl. Randy realized the amount of OMI getting burned if Vader dropped. Yeah, it'd be great. I cannot wait for burning from the circulating supply. Can't wait. What about getting Mando's? Oh yeah. Yeah, Mandalorian. Well, Boba Fett would be cool to get. We'd probably get him. Boba Fett would be great. Mandalorian would be like a child here. He would be really young. No, he'd be like maybe a teenager. He'd probably be in his like Mandalore training. Yeah. But that'd be cool to get Mandalorian armor or just Boba Fett in general. I don't know if he'll be in the series though. Make them lightsabers. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I would love it. Oh, I would love to see Boba Fett here because, it was Mace Windu that killed Jango Fett, but Obi-Wan and Jango Fett having that original fight in episode 2, awesome. That would be so great to see him fight Boba Fett now that he's older. He'd be a late teen, early 20s in his prime, like ready to go. I would be pumped if I could see that. That'd be legit. Where was I? Floating, meditating Yoda. Oh, that would be good too. But again, I think you could actually get a Qui-Gon Jinn, because the end of episode 3, you have Yoda telling everyone, I can't do the Yoda voice right now. My voice is destroyed. I need to. Mhm. Oh yeah, honey's so good. But yeah, he tells him that he's going to teach him the ways of the, Qui-Gon to be a blue glowy and for him to communicate with him. They can see Qui-Gon as blue glowy. And you want? Yeah, he might be on something. He might be. This might be the next best thing, but not quite me. How's it go? I'm Slim Shady, and I'm the girl putting cheeks. As 100,000 lightsabers would be sold out in sec. Yeah, $7 per one. Yeah, even $13 per one. Heck it, veve, y'all want to make $1.3 million? 100,000 lightsabers at $13. I mean, at that point, just do 7, or I don't know. That might be a lot, but is it a lot when, in a year when we have like millions of people on here? Bird. Everyone going to Star Wars Mighty and show. That could you imagine if they did like a Mighty's version of Star Wars? If they're just like, the Disney villains, the Dino Lang he would still buy it, but he wouldn't be happy about it. As Santiago says, we have to be patient on this veve game. Still have a lot of first appearance to go. I was about to kill itself because, yeah, dude, same. I am such an addict. Like, this is I'm thankful I'm an addict in stuff like this, where I want an addict in stuff like this where there's at least what I'm putting money into will eventually make me a lot more money. Like that meme, like, get your kids into art. If they're into art, they'll be too poor to afford drugs. Get your kids into veve. They're into veve, they'll be too poor to afford, everything else, because everything it's addicting. We need Randy and Gary V podcast. If you stream it 16 hours, he will come. It's a perfect plan. Maybe at some point next month. Plane. Sorry, there's a plane outside my door. Yeah, I mean, worked for David Yu. It might work for Gary. I don't have Gary V's email. I do know. I know 2 people that do, though. So maybe even more than that. But but I don't think he knows who I am. That dude is so busy. I don't think he would do that. And Nelson, I don't have breath. No, okay. Will do tomorrow. I have this person who's down in what, Georgia, South Carolina, wherever. Said, Mr. Busy Man, please don't forget to call me, his big brother again. I was like to call me. I'd like to talk to you. This is Nelson. Please call me in the morning. I have a money making idea for all of us. Thanks. He's such a, like, he was one of my old clients in the high risk lending business. He's always got something. Always got something. I'll see what it is. I don't have any funds to do anything, but I have connections. Mutable X is doing so many amazing things. Get that response. Get that response from that Nelson. Oh, Tennessee. I put T in there because he's from Tennessee. Everyone says, bought a Todd at 8,800. Not worried at all. About to buy another. Hard to convince my friends to do the same. Most have run. Yeah, a lot of people, is the first time that they're investing. First time they got punched in the face, and it's hard for them. They don't understand. They'll learn, and then they sell at the bottom. This will be the good learning experience. If you're like 20 years old, you bought high and you're selling low now, this is a good lesson, because you'll never do that again. I would love a full drop of just animated AR hologram characters. Maybe not as first appearances, but would be super cool. Oh, so not like the blue glowies, but like, when they're saying, yeah, you have those little things that just walk with you, and they produce that blue hologram. Yeah, those are cool. Not for the Sith. He will find your lost ship. This is my apprentice, Darth Maul. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God. Assist here. Oh, so cool. I was if they release Vader, do you think it's going to come in a secret rare or as a common? This would be one where I want it like a Spider-Man. I want like 20,000 of the common. I want like 15,000 of the uncommon. I want 10,000 rare. I want 4,400 ultra rare, and I want 1,000 secret rare. That's what I want. Yeah. Maybe even like 30,000 common, 20,000 uncommon, like 10,000 rare, 4,400 ultra rare, animated, and then 1,000 secret rares. That's what I want. I want them to burn like nothing's ever been burned before. We all been getting teased with Star Wars, and we get into space. That would be such a troll. I would love that. I would love that so much if they say, by the way, you get Lord Helmet, you get Lone Star, you get the Druish Princess, and I would love that so freaking much. You get Pizza the Hut. Oh, oh, oh! I would not even be mad. Would not even be mad. Trolls. I don't know what sweatcoin is, or maybe I do. Maybe I've been talked about it before. I just have no idea. Every Wo Hop in Chinatown, best Chinese food in the city. I have not, but if it's the best Chinese food in the city, then maybe I will. Oh, why? Hello, X Marty, who is in the. Oh, this triggers a Patreon member shout out. I have to. Okay, I got one more. Where's my? Do I have a pen? A pen over there. Okay. So for those of you that do not know, every time I have a thing. Okay. Every time someone, so this X Marty, XR Marty, 2005. R Marty, 2005 is what was today's date? 23 May. Okay. We got 23 May 2022 is in the Meow Gang. Patreon member shout out. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows, owing through the sea, darling, so it goes. For things I meant. Okay. Sorry, my rendition was poor. Everyone, please check out at HeyDevDown and at King Mavs Forever over on the Twitter. Stand Up Chart and King Mavs over on the veve app. And you got Kobe Collection, OMI Player One on the YouTube. Raythex.eth domain name. You got Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, veve Darklink, Meta Lemon, and veve Vibes all on the YouTube. And then you got at Wet Wizard veve and Gary O at 1234CA3 all on the Twitter. And shout out to my new homie, X Marty 2005. Where you at? Where you at, girl? Girl. Become a new Patreon member. Joining the Meow Gang. Triggers a Patreon member shout out. Or was I? Okay, so I really like I don't know what they're called. Scallion pancakes. They're so good. They're so greasy, and I like sesame chicken. I like pork fried rice. Sorry. I remember I used to make fun of my friend for buying NFTs on veve. He was so excited about the Superman drop. I'm like, you're gonna spend $50 on it. So yeah, here's the thing. If you just explain it as like, dude, it's Superman. It's $50. Like most people, let's say like gamers, like, okay, well, I can add an extra $10 to that and get a full AAA rated game that I can get 20 hours of entertainment out of. You tell me I can get 20 hours of entertainment out of Superman? What is that? That's dumb. That's stupid. Like, okay, well, you have to explain it. But hey, Let me tell you a story. Like, I don't know. Just be like, listen, everyone in the world loves Superman. Like it or not, everything in the future is going to be NFTs, and people are going to want the first Superman that was ever on the blockchain. There's going to be millions of him, or there's going to be millions of people that are going to want him. Most people will not pay tens of thousands of dollars for him. But let's say there's 10 million people in the world that want that first appearance Superman, and 1% of him, 1% of those 10 million people, because the 1% of the world, are willing to pay $10,000 for him. Okay, well, then what is that? You have 100,000 people that want to go and buy that first appearance Superman. Out of that 100,000 people that are willing to pay 10 or tens of thousands of dollars, less than 10% of them can. Only less than 9% of them can. Why? Because there's only 8,888 of them. A lot of which are bought by like Dr. Profit, Ray Fixie, the Todd Father, like probably Silicon Secure. So, I don't care what he was losing out, like $1,400. Well, let's take a look. This is important. Go to the veve. Jeremiah, I just tweeted. I'll get to that in a second. Profile. No. We got to go to the brands. We got to go to not DC Battle Statue. We got to go to DC Direct here. And second one is Superman. And he might not have attached legs, but oh my God, he looks amazing. And there is less than 2% of him out there, and you can get him right now for less than $1,200. You can. Oh, Wen Lopez has one out there for $1,200. I should buy that. I don't have the funds. I don't have any funds. $1,300. I don't have the funds. Wen Lopez, just put $1,300. Don't put $1,299. Yeah. So this will 10x at some point. Like it was already like 8,000 at some point. So yeah. You spend rent on that. Rent's $1,400 a month. I mean, I should. And why? Because this, again, tens of thousands of dollars that Superman will be. So now I have 300 collectibles. Now he makes fun of me. Get it, Michael Santiago. Get that bread. Puddin' Cheeks. So Spaceballs greater than Star Wars? Okay. Maybe the movie Spaceballs is better than like one or two of the movies of Star Wars. Like in like maybe it's better than the Han Solo movie, or better than like episode like 8 or 9 or something. But no. So they went. Okay, they did go flat. I think that Spaceballs is better than a couple of Star Wars movies, but for the most part, well, that's true. You comb the desert. I get the bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps. Such good. A lot of inappropriate things kid from Spaceballs. Yeah, dude, same. I love that. Even in the future, nothing works. At the end with the Planet of the Apes, where that's so good. I love scallion pancakes, and the best ones are made in Flushing, Queens. Not a boss. Randy, is Thor a top 5 superhero? Well, how do you mean? I mean, he's a god. He's just, I love him. Is he a top 5 superhero on the app? I think he's very undervalued right now. See what he's at. Oh God. Go to the drops. Thor. Secret rare. Less than 400. So there's, less than 10% of them out there, but there's over 8% of them on the market. You're probably better off buying Superman, but like Thor is so good. Thor is so cool. What do you mean by like popularity wise? I mean, in the OG, if you're in the OG Avengers, you're going to be popular, but do you want Black Widow and Hawkeye? Or are you going to want a new one? You're going to want like Doctor Strange or Wanda, like OG Avengers are great, but Wanda's just so like she's so tall and handsome as hell. She's so bad, but she does it so like you want. And I love you, ScarJo. I love Hawkeye. Clench up Legolas. Like But I don't know. I think just because you're in the OG Avengers, that only is like a cap to how great you are can be. So top five. I mean, he's insanely strong. You know, he fights the Hulk. He he's just so badass. He's jacked. He's great looking. Like you just love him. And surprisingly, he cooks vegan burgers. You would think the opposite, but in Jonathan Hickman's Avengers, New Avengers, he's cooking some vegan. I don't know if those were for him. Those might have just been, wherever. But he drinks beer. He's a party. Like, God, you want to love him. You know, even in the What If series, he had Party Thor, Frat Boy Thor. I wouldn't say top five though. I mean, like as far as popularity, Iron Man. Like as far in the MCU, it'd be like Iron Man. I'd say Scarlet Witch, although she's kind of like an anti-hero, kind of like a, but I don't know. MCU, he probably is a top five. If you're going in like comics, no, hell no. There's God, no. But he's still great. You still love him, and he's a big part of a lot of stories. Bear markets are where millionaires are made in crypto. Trust me, seen it since in 2012. People buying OMI and licensed NFTs will be well rewarded down the road. Yeah, we will. Come NFT. Talk about MCU superhero for sure. In the veve app, not yet. That Thor 4 trailer was amazing. Oh, it was great. I played it here. Super fantastic. Surprised I didn't get demonetized for that. Oh god, I am so okay. Moving on here. Can I even still? Did it demonetize me? Oh no, we're good. We're good. But I am going to bounce. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for everyone else. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Goodbye, Dashi. I'll be doing a video in like an hour or so. I have to pee so badly. I love you guys. Bye. My throat hurts. Yeah.